Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Total War. In the last episode, well, there just wasn't enough room on this island for two God Kings, so Dagoth sent his trusted general, Dagoth Muthas, down to Vivec and killed Vivec himself. His armies just abandoned him. They ran off in the field and were eventually just bribed into non-existence by Dagoth Draelus, so Lord Vivec just goes out with a whimper. Then in the north, Dagoth made it in time to reinforce his armies and fight off the Telvanni, although these guys kind of ended up in an awkward position and were chased away through a mountain range next to several of our towns, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. Moving forward, on the offensive, we've got Dagoth himself taking his army eastwards to try and drive the Telvanni the rest of the way off of our island. And defensively, down here in the southwest, we've got a Hlaalu force which may or may not be planning to attack, and I'm fairly convinced that the Imperials are getting ready to betray us as well. Not really betray us, I mean, they don't like us very much, but I think they're catching wind of what's going on this island, that we're getting a little bit too much territory. I'm pretty sure this army gets bigger every turn. Let's keep track of how many units they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 8 units right now. We'll see if after I end this turn that grows a little bit, because I'm pretty sure they're building an army to try and attack us. Simultaneously, Caldera just keeps pumping out priests. Right now, we're sending our priest army over there to kind of try and counter those priests, and also Dagoth is moving around, killing as many as possible, but he just can't take care of all of this on his own. Also, at the end of last episode, a little bit after I stopped recording, I noticed that we can build an armory in Vivec, and what that does is, if we scroll down a little bit, allows us to train Dreamer Spearmen and Dreamer Swordsmen. These are the Dreamer Swordsmen that we have up here in Ghostgate. I haven't been using them because we couldn't retrain them and they were too valuable. Yeah, down here. Dreamer Swordsmen. Can I get any without experience? No, they all have experience. We just got to look at them as they are. It's a 16-18 unit. That's really solid heavy infantry and unbreakable morale. Excellent morale. Unbreakable morale because they're Dreamers. That's basically like, you know those buoyant armigers that we've been facing? Those little, like the green shiny guys? The ones that we initially drove out of Ghostgate, and then we met some more in Molag Mar. They're basically like those guys, except I think even slightly better. So as soon as we're done with this Ingenium, which by the way I feel like is a little bit out of character, I've looked into this Ingenium and what it is, and basically I was kind of right. I was kind of right when I read about it before. Let me just open this up again. Basically what it is after Vivec disappears, or his energy disappears, because Lord Vivec was the one holding up that meteorite above Vivec City. As soon as his magic disappears, that meteor would fall, and the way that the Dunmer people countered it was they built something called the Ingenium, which is basically an Oblivion portal, and it's a deal with, what's his name, Clavicus Vile, the Daedric Prince of Bargains, basically, who always rips off the person who's making the bargains. Basically, the deal is you have to feed him a whole bunch of souls, and he'll use his power to keep the rock afloat, which I don't think is very in character for Dagoth and in fact, this may be suicide, but Dagoth would not build this Ingenium. I should probably just demolish it. I'm going to leave it for this I've only got 2 turns left. Oh, this is a really tough decision. Like, what should I do here? Alright, so I'm curious about what happens if I build the Ingenium. I'm also curious about what happens if I don't build the Ingenium. I feel like I'm having it a little bit easier right now, so maybe I want to make it a little bit harder on myself. And it's out of character for Dagoth to actually build this thing, because he is not on good terms with the Daedric princes. So I think, for the time being, I'm just going to cancel that. It was a waste of a couple turns trying to build it, but there it goes. It's gone. I've made my decision now. That thing is... Nope, Dagoth will not sacrifice the souls of his people to some Daedric Prince of Bargains who we know is going to rip us off anyways. Not going to happen. Instead, I think I'm going to use these 2 turns to start building this armory so we can get some heavy infantry going. By the way, I noticed there are ballista towers here, but I also noticed that Vivec is a custom city without any kind of towers. So what's the point of ballista towers? If I build those, do they just, like, not exist? Is that just a complete waste of money? Probably. I'm not gonna tempt fate. So anyways, yeah, canceling that Ingenium, we may live to regret it. I don't know. I suspect it's going to end up triggering the red year very shortly. Like, it should have, that meteor should have fallen and triggered the red year like a month ago in game time at this point. So we'll see how it goes. But you know what? I think the people of House Dagoth are more than willing to make the sacrifice in order to not sell out to a Daedric prince. So there you go. Anyways, what this means in Vivek, with me now being able to build an armory, and in 6 turns I'm going to be able to retrain these guys, is I no longer need to be afraid of sending these guys out and putting them into battle. So that's going to happen very soon. Very soon indeed. Actually, I might go ahead and... How loyal is this guy? I don't want to risk him if he's not loyal. Okay, he's pretty loyal. This guy is super loyal. I think I'm going to send out... Is that Rather? Really? So the new general is better than the old guy. How about that? Well, whatever. I'm going to actually send out Rather with all of these guys, I think. And a ballista. Oh, he doesn't have... Never mind. He can't actually make it there yet. But soon, I'm going to be sending him out here to the borders. Just to kind of maybe dissuade the Imperials from doing what I suspect they're doing. So just in case this force does continue to grow, I think we need to develop a contingency plan here for the Imperials. So we've got Dagoth Muthas in Vivek, standing right next to Ebonheart Castle, which he can strike within 1 turn. He could also strike Sedanin if need be. Forces inside of Balmora can't quite reach these places in time, not on turn 1. So maybe I move a couple of these forces out of the castle. First I need to actually build an army there, though. Start building an army in Balmora. It's going to be a weaker one, I think. But it'll have to work. I'll figure out what that's going to be comprised of a little bit later. Maybe move him towards the border here a little bit. So hopefully within 1 turn I'd like to be able to strike and put multiple cities under siege, at least 2 of the 3. If I could do that, and it looks like I would succeed in any kind of siege. There's not really that big of an army. Like Pelagiad is not reinforced right now. They're building all their forces here. So I could send out a force from Balmora to attack Pelagiad and a force from Vivek to attack Ebonheart Castle. On 1 turn, he could only reinforce 1 of them with his army. So, worst case scenario, he manages to beat back 1 of my forces. We still get 1 of the cities out of it, and hopefully deal some damage to this army and set them back a few turns. Meanwhile, up in Caldera, I'm going to have this force on the border who can just strike at them immediately, hopefully. Once they're up here, they should be able to reach it in 1 turn. So Caldera should fall as well. They're well out of reinforcement range. Then we have the matter of this kind of Imperial fort up here, commanded by Darius. What to do with him? I do have 1 unit of Ash Spawn right here that could probably help out. And I have a decent force there. I wonder what's in there. Where's our spy? We have a spy in here somewhere. There he is, right here. I'm going to move him... Come on, relocate over here. I'm going to move him towards that fort so I can see just what they have in there. Meanwhile, I managed to retrain these Ash Spawn down here. I'm going to start kind of sending them slowly back up towards this Dagoth Muthas' army, because he could use some cavalry in there, even though they are kind of crappy. Have they been growing at all with these huge units of experience? Yes, they're 11-12 now, so they're getting a little bit better. They're still not really very good. They're not as good as any of the other factions' cavalry yet, unfortunately. Still, I'm impressed they managed to retain so much experience. They were down to like 20 units. So they reinforced like 2/3 of their army and still managed to retain Silver Chevron. That's really good. Oh hey, the Hlalu are moving away. Awesome. Okay, so maybe they were planning to attack that city, but our reinforcements dissuaded them. That's actually a very real possibility. Meanwhile, the Ashlanders are merging up a force there in the north, and the Telvanni looks like they're... Oh no, what are they doing? I thought they were retreating to their town, which would have been wise to help defend it. But, no, I guess not. Maybe one of them was retreating, and this guy's just kind of scouting up ahead. There we go, next turn. Anything interesting happen? Okay, lots of construction finished. Awesome. Let's go through that. Aldrune, interestingly, has access to a port. I guess they are coastal. It's just a really big territory. Yeah, next up... What does the blacksmith allow? Light mail. Okay, no. I gotta start getting into ports, I think. Is that going to? No, I can't get the growth up quite yet. Definitely port. I gotta go with ports. Everywhere that ports are available, I'm going to start constructing those at this point, because I need to get that navy in order before I conquer the entire island. Meanwhile, in Nisus, they finished with our port, so I guess next we'll go with... We could go with that farm. Let's go with farming. Now, it can't hurt to start getting the public order up. It increases public order, it increases growth up there, it increases income. Yeah, we'll just go with the farm. Can't hurt at all. And also, while we're at it, let's train another priest. These guys, yeah, there's a curate in here right now. He can start moving in this direction with the rest of them. And a cog is available, so we'll just train up that right away. Start getting this navy in order immediately. And in Suran, we're ready to build another port. And in Molag Mar, they haven't built a town guard yet. I do have several ports on the way. What effect does a port have on all this? Okay, that does increase income, but it also increases corruption. I think it increases corruption more than it increases income. That's interesting. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and build a port. I'm on a port building spree, so it's a feel-good thing. And then Margon, we're going to go straight into the Altar of Dreams. Alright, can Dagoth, rather the killer, continue his killing spree? It most certainly looks like he can, and yes indeed, he does. Worth noting, after that turn, they did not build their force any larger. That's a good sign. Maybe my caution is a little bit unfounded. Can't be sure. I'm still not trusting them, though. I got my eye on you. Alright, since we're on a spending spree, let's offer these guys the same deal pretty much again. 6,000 septims instead of 5,000 this time. I expect they'll deny it, but it's worth the shot. Yep. Here we go. Dagoth, rather, moving out into the field, preparing just in case we need to attack Caldera. Ooh, maybe they were training more forces, but they decided to train them in Caldera instead. I don't remember these guys being there. Anyway, yeah, Dagoth, rather, he's very loyal. He's pretty pious, whatever. He's chivalric, which is interesting. We don't need none of that. We need dread. But he's not much of a commander. We'll have to change that. Young peasant girls laugh when this man tries to tell them what to do. Really. Young peasant girls laugh when Dagoth, rather the Ash Vampire, tells them what to do. I'd like to meet these young girls. They sound hardy. Well, I would say that, but they're probably dead. And wait a second. Young girls. Young people in general, in Morrowind. There are no children in Morrowind, we all know that. Oh, it looks like we can build a dockyard eventually in Vivec as well. And it allows us to train a Gale ass. Yet more asses for this game. Wonderful, that's exactly what this needed. Oh good, more priests out of Caldera. Perfect. Just give me the excuse. Give me the excuse. Uh-oh, and I just saw that little Imperial force moving into my territory. Oh, he is going to attack Margon. Okay, I happen to have Ashbon waiting for him, so you do whatever you want. You do you, buddy. Balmora is ready to move up to a blacksmith, and ready to retrain a few of these units with, presumably, it doesn't say what they need to upgrade, but, oh, no, there it is, padded. Yeah, leather tanner was complete, so now they're ready to upgrade to padded armor. And what is their defense right now? Total defense of 10. Let's see how much that increases. So in this fort next to Nisus, we have a general with general's bodyguards. That's 1822 cavalry. Okay, that's a little bit scary. What else does he have? Imperial swordsman, 812, 913 legionnaire spearmen. Yeah, that's a little bit scarier. Archer legionnaire, 712 with 4 missile attack. Okay, this isn't too bad. I think we can take this out. We'll just have to balance our forces in the region accordingly for when we do need to attack. We'll just have Dagoth, rather, keep killing these guys, slowly but surely, one by one, keep them in check. Well, meantime, Dagoth Muthus isn't really doing anything right now, so we'll send him out to build a couple of watchtowers, I think. There we go. Get a nice view of these isles. Make sure there's nothing on them. Meanwhile, in Caldera, it's a beautiful, beautiful priest party, and everyone's invited! Alright, now I think it's time to sally here, because we have the Ashbon advantage. We can go ahead and take a look at what these guys are bringing to the table. It's a bunch of crappy militia. It's really nothing to be scared of. What about your general? What does he have? General's bodyguards. 1720, they're pretty good, but still, they still only have 1 hit point. So, not too bad. They also don't have any skirmishing units, so we're safe. That is spearmen, right? I didn't notice any. Yeah, they have shield stuff. They don't have any skirmishing units at all, so it should be safe to put the Ashbon on the walls. Alright, there we go. Now, they should be able to hit. Yes, they're firing. Excellent. See how much damage they do from the walls. Here they go. And this was probably a mistake. You shouldn't have come here. I mean, they kind of didn't have a choice, I guess. They were a little bit stranded in our lands, so they retreated in the wrong direction. Anyways, this will be the last major remnant of that Telvanni attacking force. The rest of them have already retreated back to their own lands. They've actually, I don't know if I showed it on camera yet, they formed a little, like, 1 unit per stack barricade across the walls of their territory. I don't think that's going to stand against Dagoth for very long. Alright, done the damage we can, mostly wiped out this cavalry unit. Unfortunately, we could not get the general, that's too bad. And Dagoth is ready to move as well. This is that little, like, 1 stack barricade thing that I was mentioning before. So I think we'll just push through this way. This looks like the shortest direction. And he's just gonna run, that's fine. We'll just keep going. Step aside! Dark God coming through! Well, the Corpus Lames are retraining them. They were at 10 before, weren't they? Am I wrong about that? Were they at 9? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure they were at 10. I'll have to rewatch the video. And then, so if that's the case, that armor did literally nothing whatsoever. And the priest party is working. Caldera is now 21% cult of Dagoth. Where are their priests at? They're still just running around down here. You'd think they'd be sticking around here and helping out at this point. They didn't pump out any new priests last time, though. And also, the Telvanni have decided it was not so wise to be attacking Margan. They've actually retreated. And the Ashlanders are just continuing to build this force. They might go ahead and wipe them out for me. That would just be absolutely welcome. They could do that any day of the week. Meanwhile, the Imperials have moved that big force they had over here into Pelagiad to reinforce there. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. I think Pelagiad is a castle and Sedanin is a town, so maybe they think they have a better chance of holding out there. Anyways, up near Caldera, I'm pretty sure there are just some random troops hanging out in this forest, waiting to ambush anyone who comes past. I'm not positive on that, though. Can I maybe scout that out? Yes. Yeah, there they are. There is an Imperial force just hiding around. It's one town guard hiding in this bush. Yep, that's all there is. Interesting. And Molag Mar is now able to build a shipwright, which just gives, holy crap, that massive, massive growth boost of 5.5% just for one shipwright. I don't know if I'm reading that correctly, but that's crazy. I'm definitely going to go for that, and we'll see whether that's the case or not. It should jump up to like over 10% growth. That's insane. And, ooh, Lawad has grown. I'm now able to build a wooden palisade here. That means these guys can start housing free upkeep units. I wonder what comes with this. I wonder what buildings I can build here. Up till now, there's been literally nothing in this place. There are no buildings here. It's literally just a land plot, maybe with some teepees on it. Hopefully we can change that soon. And I think some of these places are probably, let me check them, growing pretty soon too. They grow at 800. They're pretty close. Which one's the closest? 570. Wow, what's going on with these guys? They're just nowhere near. Maybe because I built some troops in there at some point and that depleted the population, maybe? I gotta watch out for that. Ooh, these guys are the closest. 785. They could be growing into, you know, having some kind of buildings in here within the next couple turns. So that's exciting. Veminyal. Yeah, our actual hometown in the Ashlands is starting to grow a little bit here. Alright, Dagoth, they've kind of encircled in behind him. He should be able to just hit them now, assuming there's no ambush waiting in the woods. No, okay. This is Voss. Alright, let's just hit Boss immediately, and we can hit it right now because we have Ballista. I love Ballista. I love siege equipment. It makes everything better. And this place is just defended by, looks like nothing special. Ooh, there's something special. We haven't seen any of them yet. Telvanni battle mages. What kind of dudes are these? Effective against more armor, good morale, good stamina. Okay, so they're battle mages. They're like closer range mages. So they're not like Ash Spawn, but there are some mages. I don't think we've faced off against any mages at all yet. So this is something new. They're pretty decent in close combat too. They can definitely take... Oh, there's only 80 of them though. I was going to say they could take out a Ash Spawn unit, but probably not with only that many of them. Still, one-on-one against one Ash Spawn, like one Ash Spawn Heavy Swordsman versus one Battle Mage. They will win in close combat though, so that's interesting. Yeah, let's see what they've got for us. Fight on the battle map. Whoosh. Zoom in there, I love it. The battle hasn't even started yet, and the little announcer dude is already telling us that the battle is swaying in our direction. Oh, hey, this is Ghost Gate. What are we doing here? Why is there another Ghost Gate? That's interesting. Huh. And apparently, we're on... This is weird. This is Ghost Gate, but not Ghost Gate. And they're deploying on the offensive side, and we're deploying on the... Look, the capture zone is right here. What is going on? Oh, no. They have this little... What the hell is this? I'm pretty sure this is a bug. I'm pretty sure this is not supposed to be. It's just like accidentally in the list of fortresses and stuff. But yeah, this is their little tiny deployment zone. I can deploy basically anywhere. So, I mean, I guess I'll just deploy... Oh no, I can't move here. My path is obstructed, so I can't deploy my dudes up there. I can deploy them down there. There's no point, really. How do I want to do this? And I guess we'll just deploy like so and kind of surround them, as is the usual strategy. And they're actually going to deploy on the side furthest away from the capture zone. And I guess move towards that. Anyways, now we get to see them be destroyed from both sides by Ash Spawn. Yep, they're just kind of exploding. There's more corpses now on the battlefield. Before they could even make it to the side, then there are people standing there, I'm pretty sure. And they're just kind of like, the Ash Spawn on each side are just kind of... They're just boning them from two directions and giving each other a high five over the top, I think, right now. It's a little bit sad. Anyway, the battle mages are making a motion like they're in range. They haven't thrown anything yet, though. Will they attack? Will they do it? I think they're gonna die first. Yeah, they're just posing. They're just bluffing. They got nothing. Oh, and now they're dead. Extra crispy. And once again, Dagoth just got a little bit bored. Decided to get in there and kill the last of them himself. What can you say? He's a little bit violent. He grew up that way. He's in a rough family. Kind of betrayed by everyone he loved, so that's the thing. I mean, though all that is true, I blame the video games. I mean, he's in a video game right now, so that's pretty much proof in itself. And there he goes. The general goes down. Unfortunately, he wasn't slain by Dagoth himself, just one of his dudes. Actually, Dagoth is just kind of in the back. Maybe he's a little bit chill. He's letting his men get on the action instead. He knows, there's only so much blood to go around. Those poor ash zombies just in the background, watching from a distance. Nope, they can't get in on the action. Look how bored they are, just kind of swaying around. Look at this guy. He looks so dapper. He's both hands on his, what is that thing? I guess it's a heavy sword. It doesn't look like a sword to me. It looks like just like a sheet of metal, like he tore it from a car or something. Almost looks like one of those, what do you call it, behemoths from Fallout 4. Just swinging around like a... What is that thing they swing around? It's fire hydrants, right? They swing around fire hydrants. Okay. No, maybe I was mistaken. There was something that swings around like the fender of a car. What is that? Oh, it looks like it's over. Yep. Oh, look how happy they are. Oh, he's falling. Look at this guy. Oh, they're so happy. He's down there on all fours. One of them did manage to get himself killed, unfortunately. That's too bad. But I'm pretty sure they gained, yes, a unit of experience, which is huge when it comes to Dagoth because he's going to be around for a while. Every unit of experience helps. I just can't get over that one guy. It's like two guys, actually, down on their knees, just like praying. It's like, oh, thank the Lord, man flesh at last. Alright, Dagoth is probably going to be here for a little while, in person. So I'm just going to occupy this settlement. I think it's fine. I don't have to move straight onto another one. And yes, let me zoom in on the map here. Awesome. Yes, the vast majority. The only thing left to drive off of Vardenfell. Well, first of all, we have the Ashlanders up here. But I think I'm just going to, as long as they don't do anything stupid, I'm just going to live and let live here. Ashlanders can have this little area of Ald Velothi up here because I don't really want to deal with them, frankly, respawning every couple of turns and attacking me. So I'll just leave them with this area. Hopefully they can move over here and take there and expand into Skyrim or something. That'd be cool. Another candidate for adoption appears, but again speaks of loyalty. He's got a negative loyalty trait, so I'm just going to pass him up. Decline. Alright, can we manage to denounce this blasphemer in our lands? Secundus. This guy's got a 49% chance. Wow. You have seen better days, buddy. Should probably put a brush through your hair. Yes, he's gone. Haha. That's what you get for wearing hair like that. And for that, Dagoth Uvil goes up to 3 piety, getting up there. Okay, I'm a little bit curious about this now. This guy's willing to accept the bribe. It's a little bit expensive, but I'm gonna actually give this to him because I'm curious. Can I have generals of opposing factions come into mine? So far, all of my generals are ash zombies, or rather ash vampires. Let's see if this works.
It is good we can agree, yeah?
Great House Dagoth. It says he's on our team. Let's see. Yeah, awesome. So now we have a Dark Elf commander as well. We're kind of integrating the opposition into our forces, which is perfect because we just happen to need a general from Margan. So in you go. Awesome. Granted, he's a little bit crappy. He's not very loyal. He's chivalrous instead of dreadful. Command not great. He's just, yeah, he's not very good, but he is ours now, and he is our first non-Ash Vampire leader. So let no one say that House Dagoth is uninclusive. Alright, the fields that we were building in Nisus are finished. What should we build next? I don't really plan on training troops. Oh, by the way, look! Our first boat is ready! Haha, our navy is actually a thing now. We have, what, a fleet of, is it 50 boats or 50 soldiers on a single cog is our entire navy at the moment, but it's growing. I've already started training of multiple units at all of these separate areas. And what's this? A rebel navy. Well, we can't be having that. We'll be clearing out this area shortly. I'm thinking once we clean out this area, there's a whole bunch of little choke points that we can, like, defend. Like, maybe there and somewhere up here. Maybe right there, I'm not sure. Where we can kind of defend this whole interior area from external forces. Just by holding those couple choke points. So that might be a good idea. Anyways, yeah, here at Nisus, constructing things. I'm thinking I just go for money at this point, since I don't plan on building anything here for quite a while, and if I build one of those, it's going to sit here, whereas if I build something that's going to produce money, it's, you know, gets more value over time, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. We'll go with a corn exchange. Then maybe next turn, if I have, this is a large town, so I should be able to build a market. And, assassin, Dies in action. 95% chance to take out this priest, and he dies. Well, next assassin. Ooh, built a watchtower down here with Dagoth Muthas, and we've discovered another little town that I didn't realize was here. Telvanni. It's a town on one of these islands. That belongs to the Telvanni. So there might be towns on some of these things that we have to take as well. Ooh, there's a little... Oh, there's probably a town here as well. I see a little slave resource there, which usually only appears in territories you can control. There might be one there as well. So there might be towns here, here. I don't see anything else. That's in our territory. Yep, so we gotta keep an eye on those. Now, I've just noticed while sending this guy Voruz Belaran out to build some watchtowers that he's actually not that bad despite his straight up traits there, what it might appear like. He's got some nice traits down here. Marks of War, he's got plus hit points, religious plus piety, inspirationally brave, that's plus 4 morale for all troops on the battlefield, which isn't really useful to me, but on another faction that might be really good. He does feel unappreciated, so we might have to change that. That could be hurting his loyalty. Yeah, he's got a lot of good stuff. Eager, plus 10 move points. Interesting. Here's another candidate for adoption. This guy's more loyal, so we will take this dude, I think. Except Balmora is ready to build an armor, so I'll definitely take it up on that. And finally, we can build things in Hlawad. Alright, how is religion looking down there? Only 35% cult of Dagoth, so I think I'm going to start with an altar of visions, just to get that kicked off. I'm going to start congesting or getting together some of these dreamers as well. And I need to start sending them over towards Dagoth Earth's force in Vaz, because I think very soon, once my navy is in place, it's time to go island hopping. Alright, this assassin also seems to have a 95% chance. How good is he? Only 3. So I guess it doesn't take much to kill a priest. He just got really unlucky with that one death. Alright, do it. He can't quite make it. Yeah, I guess he can't make it. Can you make it to this guy instead? There you go. Got one down. Alright, that's all that counts. How is he looking at this point? 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. I wonder why they're so easy to kill. All of the other agents were so easy to kill. I wonder if that's a bug or if that's supposed to be like that. And another very interesting development here, the Great House Halalu has declared war with the Tribunal Temple. So now the Tribunal Temple is at war with both the Hlalu and the Drez. That's not looking good for them. That's just great news. Meanwhile, our navy is starting to take formation here. Yeah, we got 2 cogs over there. We got 1 up, no, 2 up here. Awesome. Merge them really quick. Alright, and what do these guys have? Pirate ships. Let's see how we fare against them. No. Pirate ships are better. Nope, don't do that. Oh, they're also very high experienced pirate ships. They're 2 and 3 chevrons respectively. So attack 16, defense 15. Not sure exactly how navy is calculated. I'm assuming the same way as land units are calculated. And us, how are we looking? We got an admiral. What about our ships? We are 5 and 8. We are 5 and 8, and they are much higher. 16 and 15. It's not even close. That makes sense. And again, we just finished a whole bunch of stuff, so that's going to increase our income. What are our profits looking like now? Up to 4,000. Awesome. That was up to 4,000 from something like around 2,000, I think, last turn. So definitely that's a huge improvement. Good thing we invested in that monetary stuff. So we can build some mines for another 120 septums per turn in Alrune. I think I'm going to go with that. And Nisus is ready for a market as predicted, which will net them 219 septums per turn minus a little bit in corruption and 3% in trade as well. So that's huge. Nice. I want that trade boost for sure. Suran will get a leather tanner. And in Molag Mar, it looks like I was a little bit off about how this works, how these trade numbers work, because I did not like double my trade. It did go up significantly from 5.5 to 6.5, but it didn't give me quite as big a boost as I thought it was going to. So I'm not really sure how this is calculated. Anyways, I'm just going to go with, I think, a merchant's wharf. Let's just get growth sky high in Molag Mar. Maybe we can make it a major city in less time than I thought. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while, but it'll take less time. Vivek is finished building its armory, but I still can't train my heavy infantry yet because I believe, let me take a look at this building, I need 75% Cult of Dagoth to build these guys. So that's going to be a top priority. First of all, construction. Altar of Visions will start getting that religious conversion going. Definitely need that. That's my top priority right now, to get those heavy infantry coming out. And then also, I'm going to want to start sending some of these priests down to this area. Maybe training some here, if that's possible. Margan is really suffering from that religious unrest. I did just build the Temple of Dreams here, so we do have that now, but we need something else. I think we got to go down the town watch route, because that does increase public order due to law, which is something we need. Plus, we need those extra garrisons, so that's definitely the way to go, I think. Meanwhile, the Telvanni are landing some invasion forces here by Vos, which is a little bit worrying. I think we've got these guys isolated, though. Dagoth is out of the city right now building watchtowers, but he's about to come back. Oh, and they're just going to run away. That's what I thought. But Dagoth are back inside the city, reunite with his guys, and we got to drive these guys away. We gotta drive those guys away immediately. Question is, if we leave, can we get back? We just step out a little bit here. That leaves them at red. I can spare a couple of these units, I think. What are these guys made of? Bunch of militia. Yeah, I can handle that without all of my ash spawn. So let's move some of these ash zombies back. There we go. Now they're happy. Awesome. And now we can move our full attention towards taking care of these guys. Yep. And they're gonna go down pretty quickly. Captain Brandisi, we already saw what he had. It wasn't much. His best unit is one thing of Telvanni spearmen. Nothing to be scared of whatsoever. So let's go mop them up. And interestingly, I kind of deployed like this, predicting that they would take a massive hill over here because this was in their spawn area. And I could not spawn except on the side of it. But interestingly, they've decided, no, they're just going to spawn down here in the valley. I'm not sure why they decided to do that. Seems to be a reoccurring theme so far. I am not sure why the AI decided to do that. Well, in that case, I'll move my Zomberts, my Ash Zomberts, up here to the hill. Take the high ground, why not, if they're just going to give it to me. And I'll start moving these guys up as well. Oh, I got some more Ash Zomberts over there. Alright, you can, I don't know what to do with you yet. Just go kind of hide behind that hill. And the rest of you just kind of move up slightly. Just to get a little bit closer. You're going to have to wipe up eventually. We're not going to have enough ammo to clean all this up with the Ash spawn. Oh, this could be bad. They've decided to oh no! They decided to realign and kind of clump up for a second there, and oh man, they just got devastated. A few good hits in there. And we see the corpses, man. They're everywhere. That was some progress. And hang in there. If you all manage to die before my general even manages to walk up to you, I'm going to be very disappointed, young men. Oh, they're sending these guys out to challenge, but I don't think they're understanding. I'm pretty sure these ash zombies are way faster than them. I'm fairly certain that's the case. Yeah, they're just gonna run away like crazy. These guys are really fast. It's kind of fun to use them. So these guys just run away. Oh, they've decided to stop. And you stop as well. Just kind of skirt them, tease them a little bit. Here they come. Awesome. Well, they're separated a little bit. Are they going to run at us, or will they run to their allies? That is the question. If they run at us, I will happily send Dagoth to counter that. Let's see if I can't kind of lure them down off the hill with these ash zombies again. Since they seem eager to fight them, will they chase after them if they come closer? Come on, if we can get them down the hill a little bit, then Dagoth can take the top of the hill. Yep, it's working. It's working. Come on. There we go. No, they're not. They can't quite make up their minds. Are they charging him now? Maybe they will. Oh well. I don't think it really makes much of a difference. Better run. I don't want to see them running past this Dagoth and getting away. Oh, they are trying to get away. Nope, it's not going to happen. We got you. There we go. Oh, they're running. They're routed the second Dagoth just touched them. Oh, they're marching up the hill again at my Ash zombies. I'm pretty sure they can't even win this fight. I don't know why they're even trying this. I guess I'll just kind of... They've changed their mind. They can't decide what they're going to do. I'm going to say, if they're going to keep going, I will charge them with all three, and they will regret it. I'll tell you what. I'm going to send Dagoth to chase around this archer unit, and anyone who stops him is going to die. And then these guys can just come up and support if they want. And these guys are already running, even though they're nowhere near this. You know what? Just chase them down. They're just going to rout the second we hit them anyways. These guys can just stop firing. They are no longer necessary. They probably weren't necessary in the first place. These guys clearly did not come here to fight today. They're like, my boss told me to be here, but, would you mind if I just left now? Alright, let's see if we can't get Dagoth a little bit of experience here. He can come in here and mop up some militia, why not? It shouldn't really be close. These guys can come out and, I don't know, chase down these survivors or something. It's already over. Wow. That's... well, understandable. They don't want to fight Dagoth. No one wants to fight Dagoth. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, though. And the Telvanni... oh, can you imagine? It's like, alright, we've lost the entire island of Vardenfell to the evil zombie forces. You are our chosen forces, militiamen. Get in there and make a difference. It's like telling Homeland Security, okay, it's time to go out. You know, hell is invading Earth now. We're gonna send you to, I don't know, Russia to fight Satan himself. Because that's where the main gate to hell is opened up. Or maybe it would be Mars. I guess Mars is generally stereotypically where the gate to hell opens up, right? I don't know. Let's see if we can get our Ash zombies some experience here. Why are you spreading out? They're like, oh my god, this is kind of terrifying. Holy crap, look at this. They're just kind of like spread out, explode. Now they're coming back into formation. They just kind of exploded in a disorganized mess to eat as many humans as possible. I guess they're elves. They're dark elves. Eat as many elves as possible. Yeah, as you can see, they're just way faster than them, which is really handy. They're kind of like our cavalry unit. They're faster than the cavalry units that we actually hired. That's a little bit embarrassing for the Ashlanders, but yeah, these guys are kind of like our impromptu cavalry because of how fast they are. I mean, look at how they're outpacing them. That's insane. It's like Usain Bolt. All of them. Every single one of them is Usain Bolt. I hope I got his name right. I just know his last name is Bolt. That really fast runner, the Olympic runner who wins everything all the time. No, you're supposed to be killing them, not escorting them out of the map. No, kill them. There you go. Okay, one more. Just eat him. No, don't escort him. Eat him. Eat. Bad Ash zombies. Eat. Bad. There's always that one guy. I swear, there's always the one. Oh, there we go. And this is why watchtowers are important. Just built another one, and I love Dagoth the Malevolent. Love it. We discovered Firewatch down here on the other side of this river. That's probably where these armies came from. That watchtower was there earlier. We would have seen that coming. Now, the council is now suggesting that I take Firewatch, which is a little bit tempting, but I'm not quite ready to move out onto this mainland yet. That opens me up for a counterattack. I mean, to be wide open for Telvanni counterattack. Instead, I'd like to move to these islands and start taking them one by one. Then at least they'll still need a boat to get armies to me. I've got a decent fleet now to the south. 3 cogs. I'm going to start sending them up in this direction to hopefully beat down these guys. If I could destroy their navy, that would be nice. Meanwhile, Dagoth is going to keep moving south along the coast and building watchtowers all along here. Flawad is ready for a town watch. Yay! Yay! Defense! Defense units! And this one is ready for an altar of dreams. It's next religious step, so definitely need that. Need to get religion up here as quickly as possible. What are we at now? 38%. It's going up a little bit, I think. And I think I trained a curate in here. Yeah, last time. Got to send him down into Vivek. Accelerate that a little bit. And this guy has gotten a catamite too. What is with these guys and catamites? Now, I looked up a catamite, and it's apparently like a young boy used for sex. So I have no idea how this is supposed to add +1 to this agent's skill. It's just kind of gross. Hey, and Veminal, here in the Ashlands is actually grown as well. We can now build a wooden palisades. Cool. More buildings. Yay! Building, 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 building. Which should mean that these guys are getting close too. No, not that guy. He's far away. 748. Fairly close. Still a little while to go yet on them, though. I'm very, very tempted to just right now begin the attack on the Empire. I really am, but I still haven't kind of accomplished my initial goal of waiting out until they made some enemies and sent their armies elsewhere. If I attack them right now, I would just draw all their armies to me, and that would be heck. That would be hell, considering I'm also fighting all of these other houses. Are there Redderons still on this list? No, the Redderon are indeed destroyed. Nice. So I am actually just going to... I think instead of attacking, if I can at all help it, unless they come at me first, I'm going to try to do this via religion. I'm going to try and just overwhelm their areas with curates, convert these places entirely to my religion. I'm sending out a spy, so hopefully he can see how happy or unhappy these settlements are. Eventually, hopefully, they'll rebel. Once they turn rebel, I can take them without consequence. I think that's the plan of action I'm going to follow with the Imperials. As tempted as I am to just drive them out, we have to be a little bit diplomatic in this approach, I think. No, I should say subtle, not necessarily diplomatic. I do really like, by the way, kind of the natural progression of the garrisons in the cities. You start out with all dreamers, because that's the only thing I can train, and then slowly it kind of shifts into more advanced stages of the corpus disease. So they turn into stalkers, and then lames, and then ash zombies, and then so on and so forth. I think that's pretty cool, how the garrisons just evolve like that. They've decided to land their force again, so we'll chase them off again. Oh, they're actually going to stand and fight. Interesting. Okay, so be it. They have just 3 units of archers, basically nothing. They do have the Telvanni spearmen to protect them. Maybe we can focus them down with the ash spawn. This is kind of an epic little setup here. We got 2 hills, and then a valley in between. We got our ash spawn over here. They get to throw their projectiles. Oh, it's kind of blotted out by the sky over there, unfortunately. Over this massive distance, over the valley, and then into the opposing force on the other hill. Oh, they're retreating. Okay. And slow that down for a second. We'll see if we can't catch them with our really fast horse dudes. That might be cool. Seriously doubt it though, because the map edge is right here. Looks like they kind of deployed with this strategy in mind. Oh, holy crap, it might happen. Okay, in that case, you start firing at the furthest dudes. They're actually gonna catch him. Holy crap, they're so fast. Yep, they managed to overtake the spearmen. Come on, kill them all. Don't let any of them escape. Oh, the actual general was dropped. I think it was just a captain, but in fact, I know it was a captain, but oh well. Oh, come on, come on, form the human body wall, or the zombie body wall. I think we got him. Oh, there's still one trapped in there somewhere. Oh no, he's gone. He's gone. We're good. Found another place. Yes, indeed, on this island, Telvanni. Was sitting right there on a slave resource. Uh-oh, Telvanni dealing in the slave trade. I don't know if Dagoth can abide by that. And then over here, there, I don't know, that might be the same territory. Let's see. Telvanni province. No, Sadith Mora province. No, this is a different one. So there very well might be another town there. Okay, so an interesting possibility. Can I actually lay siege to this place this turn with Dagoth's forces? Yes, I can. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright, yeah, I'll definitely take that. We got our navy around just in time to make that happen. Awesome. Ooh, here we go. Telvanni Masters. Very long-range missiles. Okay, so now we got some mage units. These are what I was a little bit worried about. Divayith Fear. Telvanni Master units. They have 2 hit points. They're better than my Ash Spawn. So I can engage them in combat. I don't know. Let's take a look at my Ash Spawn really quick. They do have, my Ash Spawn do have a lot of chevrons of experience, so that might help them out. That's worrying. Now these guys are just a bunch of militia supported by some spearmen. That's nothing to worry about. I don't know. We'll see how this goes against these Telvanni Masters. If I can get my way, I'm going to send Dagoth straight at them. Not give them a chance to fire, if at all possible. In fact, let's do a night attack and just completely separate them out, and then we can attack the Telvanni Masters on their own. I think this has got to be the way to go. Alright, let's do this and hope Dagoth doesn't get sniped by some mages. Okay, a nice new settlement structure. That's pretty cool. Is that a giant tree in the middle? Neat. Alright, yeah, I'll take that. Alright, so they're probably going to be deploying down there by that zone if I had to guess. We'll just deploy as close as possible. I want everyone in loose formation. Everyone. These guys can just hide way out there because there's no use for them really. Yes, everyone else get in here and spread out. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to have to spread them out between 2 directions so that they're not too clumped up and not getting wrecked by mage fire. Alright, this is how we're going to play this. Nice and spread out. 1 fast unit of ash zombies here and here, so no matter where they can deploy, we're going to get to them instantly. And let's start out. Let's just select everyone. Everyone. Oh, I can't. Darn it. I'll have to select them on here. Do. All of you. Not you. Okay, now, as soon as we find out where they are, yes, charge immediately, as fast as possible. So here they are. Let's take a look at these guys. Telvanni Masters. They're pretty much as strong as my Ascended Sleepers. So I expect them to do quite a bit of damage. Ooh, they can't hit me. They can't hit me right now because I'm behind a wall. Awesome. Alright, that works for me for sure, but they won't be stymied for long, I don't think. They're going to be They're going to start hitting me eventually. Are these guys my zombies? Yes, they're really fast. They're going to get to them quickly. Zombies come in from this direction as well. Hopefully the zombies will soak up these shots too, since they're the closest. That would be ideal. So that Dagoth doesn't have to take the brunt of that. They're taking some hits. One of them is down from my mages. My mages... Uh-oh, now they're hitting us. Who are they firing at? Uh-oh, Dagoth coming up over the hill, cresting the hill. He's getting hit by some shots now. None of them have fallen yet, because I think he has 2 hit points. Now they're starting to target these Ash zombies. They're realizing they're getting close. Oh, and here comes the flank. They're going to be forced into melee combat, but they're pretty darn good at melee combat, too. I think they said... What did it say that they were? Something like 25-30 or something. 25 attack, 30 defense. So they're definitely going to still kill these Ash zombies in melee. But they're going to be able to hold out and keep them occupied long enough for Dagoth to come up. And actually, Dagoth is going to get beaten by them in direct melee combat also. Oh, that's tough. Alright, Dagoth can start to get... Uh-oh, they're starting to fire shots. We can't let them start getting ranged shots on her. That's going to hurt us like that. That's not good at all. The Dagoth can come around this end and start getting melee. We need a complete surround so that all of them are stuck up in melee combat. Ow! That hurts. Stop. Who is that that's firing? We got a couple in the center that aren't engaged in melee. You have to get in there and engage them as soon as possible. But anyways, now we just have to get all in there. Yes, get in, charge as fast as possible. Alright, I think we've got him. No, there's still one guy here. Uh-oh. Yep, that's gonna hurt. There's still one guy. Every time they get one of those shots off, that deals tons of damage. Yeah, they're gonna kill a lot of us. That's a tough unit. But I think we have this under control. They're down to 16, I think, starting from 21. So, we got them. We're wearing them down slowly. But they're going to, we're going to pay quite the price in zombie lives here. Zombie lives matter too, you know. Oh, here he goes. He's got his javelin ready. That's not a javelin. It's his staff. His mage's stave. He's got, oh, yes, he's been distracted. Force him into melee. Come on. Oh, the zombies are pushing in now. Alright, I think we got them compressed enough that they're not going to be able to get their shots off anymore. Alright, just speeding it up, because they're going to take forever to kill. They're going to go down. Actually, they're not even going to go down. We're literally going to capture the spawn point, or the capture point before they go down and die. I'm just going to end it like this. I see no reason why I should waste any more lives against them. This is about as good a result as I could ask for. 91 men lost to their 7. Yep, that hurts. Casualties inflicted. Dagoth got in there and killed a couple of them, so that's good. Ash spawn killed 4 of them before we managed to arrive as well. Unfortunately, we've managed to heal a lot of those casualties. 67 of these on this unit alone. Alright, Telvanni is ours. Exterminate that populace. It's a castle. That was a castle? That didn't look like a castle to me. We'll just start popping up in altar visions immediately. Start getting that religion on our side. It's probably 100% against us right now. Let's check to be sure. No, it's actually 24% cult of Dagoth. Interesting. Wonder how that happened. It must have spread from our territories over here to Telvanni. Well, now we'll go ahead and clear the rest of the Telvanni forces off of our new island. Start that battle. Alright, let's try and actually send our infantry up to deal with this. Hopefully we can get Dagoth in particular some more experience points. Chevrons, whatever. We'll send them around the edges, our fast dudes, and have them attack the archers in the back, and then Dagoth chase them in as well. There we go. Now the archers should be caught. Dagoth can take the front, and these guys can come into flank if there's enough time for that even to happen. Oh, no, it's just a mass rout. It's over. Well, that was long-lived. Oh, these guys are actually just running. These guys haven't actually technically routed yet. Oh, great. Now these guys started fleeing, and these ones stopped fleeing. That's annoying. Another clear victory, and another unit of chevron of experience. I keep saying units. I probably shouldn't say that, because units are units. Another chevron of experience for these Ash zombie units. And Telvanni is a castle and is perfectly happy with just 1 unit of guardians, so I can just send Dagoth directly onwards to build more watchtowers. Ooh, and there's a port. Oh, there's something there, alright. Once I get up here and build a watchtower there, I should be able to see it. Maybe another thing over here as well. And I think that's where I'm going to cut it off for this episode, as Dagoth shores up our defenses and takes a few more little bits and pieces on our east coast. And then here on the west, we're dealing with the Imperials through religion. We're just kind of converting them peacefully, hopefully, to the dreams of Dagoth And hopefully eventually the people will rebel against their Imperial overlords, as it should be. But still, I'm not ready to deal violently with the Imperials yet. I just have to wait it out until they're at least at war with one other major faction before I can openly attack them. For the time being, also the Hlalu are now at war with the Tribunal as well, so outside wars going on all over the place. They're all fighting one another, all the other great houses. There's no leadership left with Vivek gone. They don't know what to do, and that's going to keep them off of our backs while we shore up all of our defenses and take care of Vardenfell. And eventually, I'm thinking, once we manage to push the Imperials out, or maybe even before that happens, it's time to go north to the big island, to Solsteam. I'm not really liking what I'm seeing here. There's 2 Imperial Mountain Baileys. Is that all that there is on that island? Well, I'm going to send my navy up and find out, and that'll be in the next episode. Thanks for sticking with me. Oh, wait, actually, before I go, who is this? What? Captain Drathus. Is this one of my guys? Did some of my guys rebel? Hold on, I need to check this out. No, these are just some weird rebels that have appeared on my territory, and I can't stand for that. I gotta wipe them out really quick. Okay, I just auto-resolved that, and these Corporate Stalkers did ridiculously well. 112 casualties inflicted to only 2 casualties sustained. Okay, I'm not sure that's entirely realistic, but I'll take it. Also, we've got Man of the Hour Dagoth Gilvoth, even though I'm pretty sure we already have him in the... Okay. I just adopted somebody that I had already adopted. That's interesting. Well, get back to Benmore. Okay, now really, for real, that's the end of the episode. See you next time!